SLE. Hi SLE, it's Miss L. I am here to teach a little bit about mindfulness. Some of you have been in my classes before, and some of you are really familiar with what mindfulness is already, and some of you aren't. So we're going to go over it, and then we're going to talk about some cool breaths you can do and some yoga poses. So thanks for joining me. Let's take a moment right here, right now, to connect with how we're doing. We've been so busy, we've been so distracted, we've been so occupied with anything and everything except what's going on inside. So let's take a few deep breaths together and really tune our awareness into our inner world. Did you notice? Did you notice any sensations that you didn't notice before? Did you notice your heart beating and how shallow your breath was, or was it deep? Did you notice it was hard to take a few moments to breathe? Did you notice feeling cold or hot? Did you notice any feelings? Are you feeling angry, sad, frustrated, mad, happy, excited, nervous? What's going on? Let's cultivate mindful awareness. Mindfulness to me is spending all of your energy and focus on one thing at a time. That could be riding your bike, or working on a homework assignment, or talking to your parents. But you're just focusing on one thing at a time. How often does our mind go
this direction and that direction and all over the place, diverting from one thought to another while we're talking to someone or someone's talking to us? We're not being fully present all the time.
So mindfulness is about presence, being fully present right here, right now, what we're doing. Right now you're listening to a video with me. And right now I'm recording a video for you. So let's be in this experience together. Mindfulness to me, mindful awareness is a way of being in the world. A lot of people might think, oh, mindfulness class, that's about meditating. Meditation and breathing is one way to really tune into yourself and practice mindful awareness inside of you and what's going on with you. So let's take a few deep breaths right now, and let's see if we can tune into something that's going on inside of our body, maybe thoughts in our brain, feelings, sensations that we didn't recognize or realize before. All right, let's try it. What are you noticing? Mindful awareness and tuning inside is less about judging your feelings and more about observing them. Just being a witness. Just like when we're scientists and we go out in nature and we do an observational drawing, we are observing our mind. We're not saying, oh, it's bad we have this feeling, or that's good we have this feeling. We're just simply being with it. So that's what we're going to cultivate here in the next couple of sessions of mindfulness class with me. And I hope that we can start cultivating mindfulness consciousness throughout our days. Even though we have to work at home and be at home, we get a chance and an opportunity to really connect with ourselves, our feelings, and our inner world. So I invite you to do that, and I invite you to keep tuning into my videos. Today I'm going to read a book. It's called Listening to My Body. by Gabby Garcia, illustrated by Ying Hu Tan. My body is my friend. It tells me lots of things. I yawn when I am tired. My stomach growls to let me know I'm hungry. And sometimes I get goosebumps when I'm cold. This happens on its own, without me doing anything. I may not even notice that it's happening, but I can start paying attention to my body, and so can you. Let's practice. Look closely at the palm of your hand. Trace the lines of your palm softly with your finger. When you finish, switch hands. How did that feel? When I pay attention and listen to my body, I notice many different sensations. Sensations are the physical feelings we all have inside and outside of our bodies. Cold, sweaty, strong, and breathless are examples of sensations. Have you felt these sensations before? Let's practice. Rub your hands together quickly for 30 seconds. What do you notice? Let's practice. Ooh, I'm noticing a lot of heat. Are you noticing tingles? Sweat? What else? Those are all sensations. The sensations in my body are always changing. There are times when my body is so wiggly and squirmy that it's like I have ants in my pants. And other times my body is calm and still. If you're familiar with the zones, you might call this the yellow zone, and this the green zone. Sometimes the beat of my heart is like a gentle tap. Mindful awareness is also bringing your attention to the way that your heart is beating, the way that your belly and lungs are moving with air. Are you having deep breaths or shallow breaths? Sometimes my heart feels like a pounding drum. Raise your hand if you felt that way before. Yeah. Let's practice. Place your hand over your heart and see if you feel its beat. It's okay if you can't. Now jump up and down quickly 15 times. I'm on a bouncy ball, so I'm just gonna bounce. Place your hand on your heart again. What happened to your heartbeat? Did it change or stay the same? Do you notice anything else? Like a change in your temperature or your breathing? My breath's got a little bit deeper from that. I can also listen to my body for clues about how I'm feeling about the things happening around me. Feelings are not good or bad. They're something we all experience. Remember what I said, mindful awareness is not judging those feelings, just noticing them. Curious, proud, grumpy, and scared are a few feelings we all have. What other feelings can you name? What I've learned from listening to my body is that sensations and feelings go together. I noticed when I got to ride a roller coaster for the first time, I'm thinking of the Giant Dipper. I was super excited that I was finally tall enough to ride, but also felt nervous as I climbed on board. My belly felt squishy and fluttery. I bet some of you have felt that before. My mom calls that having butterflies in your stomach, but I thought it felt like a tiny kitty chasing ping pong balls in there. What sensations do you notice when you're excited or nervous? When I got off the roller coaster, I was buzzy and tingly all over. Buzzing and tingly all over. My eyes were like saucers, and I have a smile plastered on my face. I felt awesome. Let's practice. Place your hand on your belly and take 10 deep breaths. Notice your belly as it moves in and out with each breath. Let's try it together. How does your belly feel? Soft, relaxed, tight? Something else? Sometimes when I'm sad, I get a lump in my throat that makes it hard to take a breath or talk. And sometimes I can get stomach aches too. Soon, warm tears roll down my face, and I may start to cry. Crying makes me feel better, and so does hugs. Crying is the body's natural way of letting go and releasing hard things. Let's practice. Wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a gentle hug. Move your hands up and down your arms, squeeze a little tighter, and find what feels best for you. Do you like a tight hug or a gentle squeeze? My mom once explained to me that sensations and feelings are like waves in the ocean. Some come crashing in while others roll in gently, and they always come and go. We can't stop the waves from coming, but we can pay attention to them so they don't knock us over. Reminds me of surfing. Sometimes my skin gets burning hot and my jaw and fists feel hard as rocks. That happened to my body the last time I got really angry at my sister. Maybe you were in the red zone. She just destroyed the puzzle I was working on all afternoon. I stomped my feet and slammed the door, but I really wanted to kick it. But then I remembered to take a deep breath and blow out through my lips like a horse. And it didn't take long for my jaw and hands to relax and for my skin to cool down. Let's try it together. The angry feeling and sensations faded away. Blowing horse lips even made me feel a little silly, and it tickled. I decided to put the puzzle on a table that my sister couldn't reach. Let's practice. Close your mouth so that your lips touch gently. Inhale through your nose and blow a strong puff of air through your mouth so that your lips flap like a horse's. Try that a couple of times. What do you notice? Does your lips and jaw feel different? Sometimes I get overwhelmed and I need help from a grown-up. On the first day of school, I woke up super early because I couldn't stop thinking about what my new class would be like. My stomach felt like it was tied in knots, so I didn't eat breakfast. In class, it was hard for me to focus on what my new teacher, Mrs. Morgan, was saying, and my body was shaky. When it was time to line up, I accidentally bumped my desk and knocked my stuff all over the floor. Everything was going all wrong. But Miss Morgan helped me pick up my things, and I took deep breaths like she reminded me to. I told her about my morning, and she explained that our brains have a hard time thinking when our bodies are tired and hungry. Miss Morgan thought I would feel better if I had a snack and rested in a quiet place while the class was at recess. She was right. When I came back to the classroom, I was calm and able to focus, so the rest of my day went much better. It's okay to get help when we need it. Who is an adult that helps you? At other times, when I'm upset, I can figure out what I need on my own by listening to my body. I can pay attention to my breathing, my heartbeat, the temperature of my skin, or to any other sensation. Am I hungry, thirsty, tired, or full of energy? Is my belly tense and tight or soft and relaxed? These are some questions I can ask myself. I can also try to name my feelings. Do I feel peaceful or playful, confused or frustrated, hurt or cranky. There are many different ways I may be feeling, and they are all okay. Listening to my body and naming what I feel takes practice, but it helps me figure out what I need. Do I need to have a snack, drink some water, or get some rest? Do I need to take deep breaths or sing my favorite song? Do I need to sit in a quiet place alone or go outside and jump around? I can color or draw, dance, cuddle with my dog, or hang around someone I love. These are things I do that help me feel calm, happy, or peaceful. Everybody is different, so you get to decide what feels best for you. The more I practice listening to my body, the better I get at responding with care and kindness for myself. I can get better at listening to my body, and so can you. Let's practice. Listen to your body. Do you want to sit down or stand up? Do you need to be still or move around? Would you like to wiggle and jiggle, hop or dance? It's your body, so you can decide. Move in a way that feels good for you. And I'm going to read some of the practice activities that you can do at home. What do you need right now? Have a snack, get a drink of water. Do you need rest? Sing a song, sit in a quiet place alone. Go outside and jump around, color or draw, do art. Dance, cuddle with a pet, hang around someone you love. Place your hand on your belly right now with me and take 10 deep breaths. Feel your belly as it moves in and out. Notice how you feel. Let's do it together, boys and girls. Take the biggest breath you've taken all day. Let it all out. Thank you for letting me read you that story today. I love yoga as a mindfulness practice too. Yoga movement helps me get in touch with the way my body's feeling, and beyond that, it helps me feel more ease in my body. So if I am feeling tension, or if I am feeling stressed or overwhelmed or frustrated, I can breathe through that. And sometimes the yoga positions are difficult, and I just learn to breathe through that difficulty. And I learn to challenge myself and continue to just come back to my breath. And just continue to focus on the move and how it's making my body feel. All right, I hope you'll join me for these couple poses. All right, first I'm going to start off with a rainbow breath. So some of you know this already if you take my mindfulness classes. I'm going to paint up above my head. And then I'm going to paint the rainbow all the way down with my out breath. Painting the rainbow up with my in-breath. And painting the rainbow down with my out-breath. Right, now that I'm already standing, I'm gonna put one leg up, maybe my left leg first. I'm gonna bring it all the way up above my knee, or I can do it right below my knee, just not on the knee. And I'm gonna put my hands together by my heart, and I'm gonna breathe in and out to keep my balance. Breaths. See if you can grow your branches. Beautiful. And slowly come down. And try the other side. This is my right side. Bringing your leg up. Maybe finding a spot in the room to balance, to focus your attention so you can balance. Bringing hands to heart. 3 deep breaths. Challenge yourself here. See if you can grow your branches. Maybe all the way up. Beautiful. Come down slowly. Awesome. Great job, everyone. All right, I'm going to do a few more poses and then we'll get into some more mindful breaths. Let's see. Let's do our child's pose to start on the ground. So I'm going to put both knees right here, making sure that my bottom is touching my heels. I can start straight up